So what does the future hold for Vivian Maier's photographs? Will they go back in the trunk? Let's talk it over with CBS News legal analyst Rikki Klieman. Rikki, good morning.
Good morning.
What's the principal issue here the court's got to decide?
We're in a probate court. What we're going to be looking at is who is the rightful heir? Who is that person out there somewhere in space that was once related to Vivian Maier? And do they have a right? Who's the closest heir? Poor Mr. Maloof, poor Mr. Deal, all these people who say they would like to have her photographs exhibited, well, they're not related to her, so they're out looking for an heir.
You make an excellent analogy to basically how someone would buy a piece of art. You might pay an extravagant amount for a piece of art, but that doesn't really give you the right to then reproduce it and try and sell it, and that's sort of what's happening here.
Well, that's exactly what's happening here. If we look at it this way, this is the simplest way for your viewers to understand. Let's say I'm a different person than Rikki Klieman, and I have the money to go spend $15, $25 million and go buy an Andy Warhol. So I get that Warhol and I put it up in my home. I'm allowed to do that. But if I decide I want to take my Warhol somewhere and get scarves made of that print, or do coffee mugs with that print, or get more prints, I am not allowed to do that.
But there's no one here to stop you.
No, there's no one here to stop me, but there should be someone there to stop me if I were doing that. I own the physical piece. Mr. Maloof, who, Anthony, you have really dealt with over the years, Mr. Maloof gets a box of negatives. There's for $400 at an auction. He owns the negatives.
Yes.
So he has the delightful right to be able to print the negatives and put those pictures up on his wall.
Right.
He cannot exhibit them. He cannot sell them. He cannot reproduce them.
My issue here, Rikki, is if essentially this woman's estate would have no value if it wasn't for John Maloof. He basically rescued the pictures. Vivian Maier would have vanished without him, and he promoted her on the website and to art dealers and created this market. Essentially, he's created the value.
He has created the value, but he is not a relation. And one of the things we know in this country is that people should make wills, because even if they think they're penniless, there may be some heirs out there somewhere who get to make a claim if they don't. If you die without a will, the laws of intestacy have things go according to plan. And by the way, if there's no one to claim, it goes to the state. Who would get the windfall then?
Right.
Tells you a lot about what happens to your stuff. Rikki Klieman, thank you so much.
Thank you.